28 years later, Bone Temple. Now, this is one of the films of 2026 that I was looking most forward to. I know it's very early on into the year, but with the success of the first film, 28 years later, which I wasn't expecting much out of because I wasn't a huge fan of 28 Days Later. I know that's a little bit of sacrilege, but during that time, there was just such a high volume of zombie movies, zombie TV shows, zombie medias in almost every single form. So going into 28 years later, I wasn't expecting much, but it was a great film, all things considered. It took something that zombie films really struggle with, and that's telling a story beyond survival. Yeah, they're really good at being like, you gotta be a man to survive in the zombie apocalypse. But what does it mean to live in the zombie apocalypse? What does it mean to be a human being in the zombie apocalypse? And this story, Bone Temple, takes that to an even higher degree than the first film. I'll say this right off the bat. Most people are gonna go into this movie, they're gonna think it's weird. They're gonna think it's corny. They're not gonna get it. They're gonna be confused watching it. And to be fair, it's a very British movie. Half the time, you can't really understand what they're saying. It sounds like this. But something that a lot of films, I would say in the last 5 to 10 years, struggle to do is tell an unapologetic, genuine story. What do I mean by that? Bone Temple has a lot of moments in the film where the actors could go, what is this, some kind of bone temple? Or something along those lines. Something that would be funny, it would break the fourth wall, people would laugh, it would break tension, but it also would destroy the integrity of the story. Bone Temple is not afraid to take the elements of the zombie mythos and really expand it into something, honestly, I didn't think was possible. I thought every single zombie story was told from any part of the world, any kind of way you can tell it, sliced and diced, it was done. But this is such a unique film. And it's a very weird film. It's a very violent film. It's not fun for the whole family. There are very grotesque, just disgusting parts to it. There's so many films. They might have, a higher budget. They might have better actors. They might have this. But they don't tell anything with any heart. This film has a lot of heart. And it takes a lot of influence from a lot of different stories. And while I could go into a lot of specifics, I could say a lot of details, I think the best way for you to experience this film is not through how I saw it, but through experiencing it completely blind. 1,000 people could go and watch this movie, and you'll get 1,000 completely different opinions. And that's why I really like it. That's why I highly recommend you go watch this. And I can't believe that 2026 is already starting off with such a banger. In January, nonetheless. That's my review of 28 Days Later, Bone Temple. Go watch it. Go see it. If I had to give this out of 10, this is another one of those movies that's hard to score out of 10, but I would probably give it a solid 8, maybe even a 9, depending on how the series ends. I hope it makes $1 billion and we get 3 or 4 more of these films. If the writers, I think Alex Farland, I hope they come back. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, whether everything I just said was a load of bollocks or whatever. Let me know your opinions, if you hate it, if you love it. As always, thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.